Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hope you're doing well. The little one's playing with blocks. She's having a good time. So if you hear her in the background, no, she's chilling. She's chilling. Learn her voice. And she's teething. Okay, growing those molars, which is it's a lot of work for a little baby. So, Islam helps mothers become stronger because Islam commands us to be sober. And due to that sobriety, we encounter pain in a more challenging way. And since we encounter pain in a more challenging way, we become less weak and feeble. So, encountering pain, trauma, stress soberly makes you more resilient and at a higher level of consciousness because you're not sedated and you're not delayed. Delaying the recovery from pain with intoxicants doesn't help you. It doesn't serve you. And so, by us being sober, our threshold as Muslim women is quite peak. It is exceptional. And this also allows us to be more patient because we're sober. We become stronger and more patient and more stoic and more resilient and more enduring because we're sober. Islam commands us women to be sober. A mother who is sober is stronger and not weak because she didn't submit to shaitan by being a drunkard, a pothead, snorting coke, smoking crack, you name it. This is why Islam is wonderful for mothers, because we put our children first, not intoxicants first. And when you become an addict, you put the drugs, the alcohol before your children, before your own self. Islam closes the door. It tells us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is, hadith and such, don't even go near it. Stay away from it. Try to escape the clutches of addiction. We don't say like the libertarian and the secular liberal atheist and the occultist, oh, just do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody else. An adult should be free to pump themselves, fill with any kinds of drugs, unlimited. Okay? No. A parent can never be a good parent while they're an addict. If you look at videos from Soft White Underbelly, a consistent theme in that series is drug-addicted moms, how they traumatize their kids, and how those kids grow up messed up. Don't open the door. No good can come from it. Ask yourself why you're seeking that. And when the pain is wriggling in your chest, when it feels like it's hard to breathe, this is when you have to decide, will you submit to weakness or will you excel in strength? If you fall into addiction, you let your children down. So don't even begin to play the gamble. That is a constant plague attached to intoxicants. So Islam helps mothers become stronger because we are not sedated with chemicals. We are physically stronger as well because we're not sickly and riddled with disease due to intoxicants or alcohol. Alcohol erodes your stomach, gives you ulcers, damages your kidneys and liver, and fogs your brain. Us mothers being commanded to stay sober and not letting our tongue get addicted to the flavor of alcohol is important because it raises our standards. We are more formidable. We are more fortified. And even if the woman gets close to wanting to drink because of stress with children or stress with her husband, and she doesn't do it, that's a huge achievement. Much better than the woman who submitted and got shit-faced. Or drank on Tuesday and drank on Wednesday, drank on Friday, and just piles up, or she's sneaking bottles behind her husband's back and then using mouthwash and perfume to hide the scent of it from her man. No. We don't debase ourselves and allow Shaitan to swarm us in our thoughts via intoxicating substances. We stay aware. We confront pain. We confront difficulty with potency and energy and effort, diligence, and straightforward steadfastness. This is a valuable skill that Islam gives to women when they obey the command to be sober. Being a sober mother is an excellent thing to promote in society. Being sober and not joining in with the wine moms makes us more virtuous, more pious, more healthy, more steadfast, better contributors to society. Alcohol is nothing but evil. If you slip up, repent, try again. The goal is to consistently wrestle with addiction and with the urge and desire to drink. The impulse to drink, you need to wrangle that in, put the reins on it, examine what's causing my heart, my mind to seek this out. What can I do to change that energy? What can I change about my life to make me not go to that as a coping mechanism? What can I do to make my life more steady? How can I spark my mind in different ways to where it doesn't seek to use intoxicants because I'm bored, right? There are endless possibilities and you have to go on that journey to seek them, but you can't really do that if you are coping in the easiest way, which is also the most detrimental way, if you are drinking. It can be hard if the emotions come to you and then you're like, I just want to black out. I just want to drink. I just want to smoke. You have to wrestle with that. You do. And it won't always be easy. But you should. And the reward for good is only good. And if you had patience, endured your addiction cravings, and just never opened the door for the cravings and addiction to start, that is a good deed, and Allah always rewards good deeds. And you'll make less mistakes. You'll have less envy, less jealousy, less pettiness, less bitterness. Because as you drink and use intoxicants, weird, strange thoughts come into your head that would not have arrived as easily if you were sober, because when you're sober, there's more resistance in your mind. You're more rational, less impulsive, and less likely to do something that can harm your life or land you up in prison. So you become a strong mother by being sober, because you learn to fortify your mind. You learn to just take the tentacles of pain and rip them apart. And that is a very valuable skill and should be celebrated. Every child deserves a strong, sober mother. And Islam helps us become stronger mentally and physically because it commands sobriety. So get sober today. Islam is a huge help to mothers. Huge help. It doesn't make excuses. It commands us to push ourselves to a higher standard of being. And that is exceptional. And we should try to be exceptional people. To perfect ourselves, to work on ourselves, to construct ourselves in a manner that makes us stronger. And Islam commands us to be stronger in that way. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to join my blog, it's www.subscribestar.com/MilahanArchive. Hope to see you there.